Coming at you from the University of Northern Iowa, it's a brand new edition of Panther Sports Talk. On today's program, we bring you a story on a true freshman. It's the leading scorer on the basketball team. Take a look at the 2019 football schedule and tremendous recruiting class. Spotlight a senior post player who's helping lead the women's basketball team in conference competition. And we recap another week of Valley Hoops with Coach Jacobson. Panther Sports Talk starts right now.